Oh, fuck, we're idiots. Holy shit. Whoa, we were. Hello.
Hi, and welcome back to Into the Noobs, where we have hot takes.
I've got a little hat on.
He does.
No, hello, we're here. We're doing a little list review for a tournament coming up in Queensland soon. And we're
Yeah.
joined by my lovely co-TO, Mr. J.
Bonjour.
Oh, he speaks
Oh,
two languages. Look at this
yeah,
guy.
wow,
No,
bilingual.
it stops at bonjour. That's about it. It sounds funny.
Oh,
Sean, I don't mean to pry, but I feel like you've got something behind you. I don't want to give you a fry.
Oh,
oh my god!
oh, oh no! Oh,
Oh god,
what
it's
a
actually
doom!
worse when you move. There's teeth
Oh,
there. Oh my
yeah.
god. Jesus.
Um,
Yeah.
that's my
No,
alter
tournament.
ego.
Contest of Fools, hosted by the lovely Polymath Tabletop. Um
Solid
we
maths.
yeah, we've got a little it's just a little 2024 a lad tournament, 600 points.
Yep.
And we're going through some of the lists. Sean hasn't seen any of these yet, and I'm very
No,
excited to see his reaction to some of these because some of them are almost what he'd want, and then oh yeah, and then some of them are yours, you little shit.
Oh, God.
But we'll kick straight on into it.
Sure.
Where is my share screen? There it is. Boom. Here we are.
Hmm.
Starting off with a little bit of Iron Hills.
Oh, this
Wait.
is Benny. This is Benny.
Yeah.
I've been playing with Benny like the last couple of weeks now. We've just been working on Iron Hills and how they work and choke points and basically how to get like the most out of effectively Dane in this list because this is pretty much Dane and Merry Men.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
mind you, if he's efficient with Dane, like men can do some shit.
Oh, absolutely. It's not the only Dane coming either, which is fun.
I like the sound of that.
Yeah. This is souped up Dane.
Yeah, no,
Friendly
it's
models too.
spicy.
Not bad.
Well, see,
And even
what I love about Dane in an Iron Hills list is you don't have to worry about your troops doing shit. They can just hold the line, and Dane will go. It's almost like King Alisar in a way. You just go cruise missile. Let's rock and roll.
big time. I mean, it's like you D8, so like you're really not worried about your troops dying too often. Your captains, even your captains, fucking souped as well. Fucking five up. Yeah, 5 up Master Battle's insane. Plus he's on foot he's D9 because he's also got Shield Wall. Insane. I do prefer him on Goat, I'll be honest, but he's
that was me.
Yeah. That's it's fair.
Like
I don't
D9, like especially when the majority of the army is either like because you can kind of muck around with a few guys and trick your opponent to be like, oh, a couple of these guys are D7, and then you throw the captain almost like an arrow. Formation, and he's leading the front. It's like no matter what you throw at him, that is so hard to
big time. Don't get me wrong. I love that. I love him on foot as well. But my big thing of on Goat, he's fucking strength 4 plus wants to wound, which is amazing, incredible, great time.
Now the only question I've got is, I like a couple of crossbows in an Iron Hills list, but I know that a lot of people go, nah, scrap the crossbows entirely.
Personally,
I
do hate them.
Thought process behind that.
A little bit of shooting is never a bad thing.
Yeah.
Just in general, although to be completely honest, the way Ben rolls, it is an absolute pile of shit. It's more of a utility. Like so Ben's relatively new to the game, so we just tried to get a bit of a list that does, more than just one mechanic with this. I still think there could be an argument for a couple of bows. In here, mind you, it's just so hard when you're playing a dwarf army and they have to be stationary. That's the
big thing.
Move
exactly.
Like then I'm there. But yeah, look, it is nice, and especially in a couple of scenarios, if old mate picks up the objective and runs, you have a better chance of shooting him down rather than chasing him down being dwarves. But that's pretty much the only argument I can think of. But
That's it. Like my biggest issue exactly is what you said. They're so slow and they have to be stationary. And also another massive thing is like, despite in regards to like good aligned crossbows, I fucking hate them. I hate them so much because like the major thing of the other crossbows in this game is that they're all evil aligned. And so you're like, cool, I'm just gonna fucking send it into combat, have a good time.
They're very different
and then
crossbows.
Yeah, exactly. And you kind of sit there and you're like, oh, all right, cool. I've shot maybe twice, and now I've got to trudge up, like to the rest of the line. I like that he's given them spears though, because that does at least make them useful when they come into the line. So you can just kind of spear support with them. But
ultimately, as you just said, it's still a strength 4 fight for dwarf.
Exactly.
And something I've always said, I think I heard this from someone else, probably did, was a good player knows when to swing in their archers.
100%.
So
100%.
If these 4 crossbows never get used as crossbows, that's fine. If they're used as troops, beautiful. Exactly. If they do get used as crossbows, they get used as crossbows. Bit of utility. Very good.
Yeah.
It is a bit of utility for sure. Yeah. At least it's automatic. Fuck them.
Let's move on to the next one.
Oh yeah. Let's just use my fucking. No, my mouse wheel is the only way to do it. All right. So.
It's the other Ben. There's only 2 Bens in Toowoomba, and they're both playing here.
Sean, yeah.
So I was really excited for a second there.
Almost a good list.
I saw the Rangers.
A good list.
I saw Arathorn, and I saw Hellbrad, and I got really excited. Then I read Horse, and I got less excited. And then I read Rangers of the North, and now I hope he comes last.
Ooh, damn.
I hate this list.
That's exactly the reaction I knew I'd get. That's so good.
Holy smokes. Right. Tell me, Sean, why do you hate this list?
Rangers of the North, useless. Don't take them. Run your Dunedain, you'll get an extra, well, depending on the points value, you'll get a couple of extra here and there, which is always nice. That extra point of might is nice.
I think it's
it might be 2.
Actually, if you drop, oh no, yeah. So you can take the horse anyway.
Add on top of the Ranger of the North buff.
The spear's only +1 point. So yeah, it's
spears are just
5 points per. So I think you get 2 or 3.
I'm not going to do
out of this,
but you'll get a couple of extra ranges, which is extra might. Do you need extra might? No, but it's also really, really handy to have. You don't need to be paying those extra points for defense 5. It's 5 points to go up to defense 5, which is outrageous. It's just defense 4 is all you need.
That's the buff I'm talking about. Gotcha.
Yeah. So it's you D5 actually doesn't really help you. It's situationally good, but that's about it. Like
there are a couple of moments here and there where it will be handy, but my philosophy is if you're D4, you only ever take yourself up to D5 if you get given the shielding rule.
Yeah.
Now Rangers don't have access to that.
Yeah.
So like D4, like the only thing D4 helps you against is basically heroes, essentially. Like the strength 4 boys. Or like, like strength 4 armies. It's not a huge amount of those, but yeah. They like it's situationally good, but I think you get 3 extra models if you drop the horse and go down to Dunedain. Yeah. And that's 3 extra might, that's 3 extra shots, that's 3 extra bodies on the field.
Big strength of this list is you say, oh, you've got strength 4 dudes that are going to wound my Dunedain on 4s. You go, cool, they're dead. I'm going to shoot them. I'll spend might to kill them. Oh, is that a hero? I'll spend might to kill them through shooting. So those threats are nigh on non-existent by the time you get into combat. I will say, actually,
if this list came up against the last list, it would get smashed if it was Doomsday, though.
There is, so I think
it's struggle a bit.
If you go say 6 points, so 5 points for the upgrade, then 1 for the spear, you times that by 13, and then plus the 10 for the horse, so the points Ben could save, right? You've only got 88 points, right?
That's 3 models and spears.
No, it's 2 because you can't, because these buggers are what, 31 points each. How many
Well,
points?
30 points base, 25 for Dunedain.
25 base for Dunedain. Yeah.
By 25.
And then you add spears back in, and that's 3 models for spears.
3 models
3 without
plus
spears.
stuff. Yeah, fair shout.
Yeah,
Fair shout. I like this one, and it's fair. It still slaps. Like it is still.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Good ranges. You've still got all your might, and if Ben plays it smart, which he has to, otherwise he gets crushed. You know, he spreads out. He uses terrain, and and he can make some things happen. I think in the grand scheme of things, at 600 points though, an extra 3 models, 3 might, 3 fate is pretty significant.
Yeah, exactly.
It's massive. It's
the
huge.
3 bows. I think the 3 bows. You know what I mean? Like that's You know,
3 extra bows with might behind them is insane.
The huge strength of ranges of Dunedain in general is the ability to go, oh, I've only got 15 models, you've got 30 models. Cool. By the time combat hits, I might have used 13 points of might, but now we've got the same amount of models, and mine are generally better than yours. That's where their strength comes in, and that's where that extra might and just those extra bodies is key. Hellbrad on horse, you don't need the horse.
He had, I think he had 10 points. Like, he was not going to spend that anywhere else. He might as well mount him, but better to dismount him and... Yeah, exactly. Like, better to have him mounted than not, but better to dismount him and make them all Dunedain instead.
And Dunedain, then go the horse.
Yeah, if you've got the points, Sure.
Well, see that, and that's the thing is a lot of people will argue that you take the horse because bigger base size, better for the banner, and so on. If you're playing Dunedain the way that Dunedain want to be played, that extra base size isn't going to matter because the banner doesn't affect anything until late game. It's a nothing thing until late game. I've actually recently tried playing Dunedain without the banner. It doesn't work. It's not
yeah,
right.
bet not.
Jesus, I would never have thought.
I will say, he's like...
There is a video coming up on Conquest Creation soon where I get my ass handed to me.
Good.
With no Hellbrad banner.
Subscribe just for that.
Get excited for it. Get excited.
Yes, thank goodness.
He's done everything right until he's put Rangers of the North in, I reckon. But yeah, like Arathorn, Halbrand, they're the play for Rangers. But
absolutely, people fall into the Aragon trap. Is not worth it. Maybe 1,000 points.
Speaking of, later. So we move on to Alerts of Scouts, which I'm actually pretty keen. I like this.
Interesting. I'm there for it.
Alerts of Scouts is trash. Uglux is better. Uglux Scouts 100%. Is just better. 100%. No, hands down.
Never when you line up 30 Hobbit bows and do 2 turns of shooting and don't kill a single fucking thing.
Exactly.
It was premium. It was premium.
It was great.
I backlined my Hobbits for the love of God. Anyway.
Yeah. But the thing is, I think the problem I had, at the very least, I was like, oh, maybe I'll run Uggies to this event. I was like, 600 points is actually really bad for Uglux Scouts because 500 is really good. You've got 3 full warbands, and then you have to add another warband. You've got like fucking 4 models in that warband. So like, this is actually probably a decent play for Alerts of Scouts because they actually run at 600 pretty good. Like 41 models that are all fucking strength 4, 8-inch move.
How fast do these
with
moving?
With a banner, with a drum. Sorry. Yeah.
They are going where they need to be. That is super quick. I like this list a lot.
I do think, and it's exactly what Liam touched on. Alerts of Scouts works better at those lower point values. Uglux Scouts works better in that higher end of the point value. I love Uglux Scouts at 750, 800 points. Alerts of Scouts only ever ran them at one tournament and got my ass handed to me.
Yeah, because you ran them at a tournament that had restrictions on model count, you fuck knuckle.
Yeah.
It's the truth.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're like, oh, I fucking hate this list because I ran them once and I got smashed. She's like, yeah,
you should be a
you ran
journalist.
them at the worst event you could have.
Give me one side of the story, and that's it.
Yeah.
Hey, that's how the media works, right? But no, I do like Alerts of Scouts.
Yeah, there's points levels that Alerts of Scouts works better than Uggies, and I think 600 is a good one, just purely on the fact that, like, yeah, you basically max those warbands. You've got a full army of 8-inch move. You've got a drum. You've got fucking march. These guys can move fucking 14 inches a turn. Oh, baby. Good
and
stuff.
you're 11 models over the average model count for a 600 point list, which is 30 models. That's huge.
Yeah. that are all
Element
fucking 5-4 strength.
trapping, and then he's the inherent Isengard strength will kick in, and it's just amplified
Exactly.
With his movement. I think it's a solid list. It's really cool.
Yeah. 12 Urukai bows as well. Those things move
really
7.5 inches and still shoot.
Correct. Nice little spectacle, hey?
Yeah, really good.
Big stuff.
All right, moving
There's
on.
a creepy Isengard at the moment, hey?
Yeah, so
more and more,
speaking
like
of,
here and a couple places else, listen to other podcasts, and then like Isengard is just.
I love Isengard. I do. I really do. Army of Dunland, another one. I came this close to taking Army of Dunland to this tournament. I was millimeters away, but I chose something else. But this is a really odd Army of Dunland.
Really? Okay. Tell me. I'm gonna keep quiet. Danny and I, for background, play all the time.
Yeah, no. I love Danny. Don't get me wrong, and he's a great player. This is I play the shit out of Army of Dunland. It's one of my favorite lists. So this one is a weird one for me because he's gone a lot of Wildman, which is great. I love Wildman, but he's not taken the Oathmaker. He's taken a Dunlending Chieftain.
I am so glad we're having this conversation.
Sorry?
No,
What is that? Why?
It's an Oathmaker. Like, he's my boy. He's my boy. I love him to death. However, you have to consider the fact that he has so many Wildmen in this army. He's tried to just hoard out the numbers. Right? Now, if you run into a shooting heavy army, how are you going to get up the board as quick as you can? That's March. And that's why he's opted to go like the Chieftain over the Oathmaker, because realistically, like, it's not that. We played a few different games with the Wildman and then with the Chieftain, and the Oathmaker as a whole, and the Fearless bubble was the main kind of, do we go Fearless or do we go March? That's the big choice you want to make.
Yeah, but it's also
9 times out of 10.
It's an extra point of might that you can then use. He's a move battery.
Like, he's still got. He's
he's an incredible move battery. Like, he will. You will be moving first almost all the time because you're just like, cool, all right, I'm going to move. You're going to spend a point of might on something you actually want to keep might on. I don't give a shit about this 3 might. Like, it's nothing to me but a move. And it's like, cool, you wasted might, essentially. I get to move first. Or if you have spent the might and gotten to move first, I've taken a might out of you. Sure. I appreciate, like, the idea behind it. Like, 42 models, I was getting to about 42 as well with the Oathmaker. But like I had Fearless Wildman. Like, I don't see the point of a 5-point model if they're not fearless, to be honest. Like, if you're gonna go this route, I just wouldn't take Wildman. Like, I just don't see the point, to be honest.
So then the thought behind it is you got a 5-point model who's fearless and can charge, say, like an Army of the Dead.
Yeah,
what about
which this can't
do the damage? And like, that's good. It's nice for pinning them down, but they'll die so quick. So typically what you do is, like, you fill out the Oathmaker's warband with your 12 Wildman, like, all good. But then the way that, like, I think Gorov should be played, and the way that I play him is he just sits and he's my move battery, because he's just going to call the free defense all the time. Yeah. So that's kind of how like the roles have been shifted towards it. I don't know. I think it'd be cool. It slaps. It's nice.
It's interesting.
I think was the big choice here.
The 3 Cobain is great.
Personally, I would have gone 2 and just try and increase the models up a little bit more. But the triple Cobain has been a pain in my ass.
Yeah, no, so my list, I think I dropped one of the banners because you don't really need 2 6-inch banners at 600 points. It's kind of overkill. I still had the 3 Cobain. I had the Wildman with full warband. I had a heap more Huskarls because actually, so that's another point on Army of the Dead. The talk of Army of the Dead, Huskarls fucking love Army of the Dead. They eat the fucking bastards up so quickly. Like, I came second with the tournament with Army of Dunland because I versed 2 Armies of the Dead that I was just like, oh, they're dead. Like, I've just killed them all. Yeah. Like, I've got 12.
The Warcry slaps.
Yeah, I've got 12 fearless fucking Army of fucking Wildman 5-point models that I'm going to tie up your 13-point model with. And then I've got these fucking absolutely tanky fucking strength 5 dickheads that are going to absolutely rinse through you. But yeah, I think, like, it's interesting. I think I'm curious to see how it goes. I genuinely am. I know he's grudge matching another list that I'm very, very interested in.
I'm like purposely not saying a thing about this because I don't want anything to be spoiled, because these boys have
Yeah. This will be coming out like probably maybe 2 days before the event. So this spoil away. Yeah, no, I am very passionate about Army of Dunlop. This is just a very interesting way of running it. I'm very curious to see how it goes. Yeah. Alrighty, we'll move right along.
Good chat, Sean. Thanks for your input. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks, Sean.
I chime in when I'm needed, and I'm not needed with Dunlop. I know shit about them. I go, oh, Gorov, good. Other things, good. I don't know.
Right as a Theoden. Been a little while since I've seen a Rite of Theoden.
I was about to say, ain't seen these boys in a hot minute.
They did come to the last tournament. That was a good time. And
very hard to well with.
Yeah, this is a good one. I think 600 is a good model count for them because you can kind of either go a little bit more troops or you can go a little bit more heroes. This is kind of gone for the more troops aspect of it.
God, yeah. I would have put like double captain in here, honestly. Like just
a
out of the big rule. Like you got one at least revolves around. Spend the hell out, go for it. However, if you go the character route and you have a shit death, you know what I mean? Like it's just
exactly
it's like, when the war cry flops and you set it up, it's kind of like you're really linchpinning your whole army around. Can I back myself up for a second if this flops? If the answer is no to that, well, you're gonna have a fun day. But at least with a bit more, troops, you can kind of set a second wave up and play how cavalry want to play, more throwing spears, etc., etc. But you're not getting as much use out of death. So
so it's like the thing is though is that it is like Riders of Theoden are basically always Rohan plus. Like it's the exact same list as a Rohan list, except you actually do have the ability to go, okay, cool. Once a game, I might get a couple extra kills or save a hero or what have you. Like it's death is an interesting one because it is literally like it's just an addition to a regular Rohan list. Like this is like I think this will still go relatively well. I've never seen Riders of Theoden do amazingly at a lot of tournaments.
Top 10 comfortably, 100%, and they have the capacity to do that. Like
they can do it. Yeah,
one list, from 1, 3, 2 is where they sit.
Yeah.
It's one of those armies that piloted well. It does the work. It does the job. Is it going to pilot itself? Absolutely not. It's not an army you're just going to walk into and go, cool, this is going to be amazing. But it will help you in a way get to that level. It's always solid.
He's like Royal Guard are so points efficient. He's spammed Royal Guard. He's got a few cheeky bows just for a little bit of back support. Dernhelm is just stupidly well costed.
Oh, incredible.
The problem is with gambling
80 points.
Like, who's gambling really buffing? Like supercharging
himself?
Yeah. I don't know.
Well, I see a lot of people use gambling in a similar vein to Gorov, where he just goes in and he just heroic defends, and then he just keeps giving himself might back for heroic defense as he just sits there and goes, I'll just keep doing this, which is a valid strategy to hold up, whether it be big monsters, it's fucking nearly anything.
That makes total sense. You need someone who can just hold the door, be a bit of a hodor, especially with this, when you literally just want to try and kill them till they have about 5 models left, or 10, just go.
Yeah, big time. No, it's
plays it.
The only thing I wish was in this list was Outriders, but that's solely on the fact that I just love Outriders. Whether or not it's good for the list is irrelevant. I just fucking love Outriders.
They're fun. They're fun models. They're for sure.
I think.
But no, this list genuinely piloted correctly, I could see it going top ends.
It needs the throwing spears to really like pop off, because like you're spending a lot of points on those throwing spears, and they need to be getting like 2 or 3 kills like a turn, and then that turn as well, like with +1 strength, like fight 5 Royal Guard, like fight 5, the fight 4 base +1
when they charge.
And
so, +1 strength as well, they
still get the +1 strength when they charge. So like they can do some serious damage. I think they need a good charge. Otherwise, if that like first turn or 2 of charging goes poorly,
this is where gambling comes in again. Is if he's not being used as a tar pit, you just keep giving might to wherever it is, and you just go heroic move.
Yeah, heroic mode
Cool.
for sure.
Odds are you're going to get those and the throwing spears come in for that as well for all those charges. So gambling, still good. He got nerfed a couple of years ago. People say it's now shit because he only gives 1 point of might. People are dumb. He's so good.
It's still a free point of might.
Have you heard of Aragorn, how he can just spend a free might at the start of the turn and doesn't actually pedestal? Oh, he's got the same rule, it's just a bit different.
It's just a little, it's just a smidge harder to get to.
Throw him in the bin.
Yeah, no, absolutely. He's still solid.
Like,
115 points for free might. Sensational.
No, I'll rate this list. I'll be really keen to see how Dean plays it.
Absolutely.
All right. Oh, yes. Get chubbed, boys. Get chubbed. I love this list so much.
He's done it.
He's done it. I am so excited for this
Mr.
list.
Cracker Milk himself.
Words cannot describe how excited I am for this list.
So, a bit of context for this list, right? Me and Elias drove down to Newcastle, what was it, sometime last year. Over a year ago, I'd say. And we were talking about this list. He had this idea. It's like, I want to run the Watcher with Harad, and I want to do this whole like pirate Kraken theme. And I was like, this is going to take him forever to do. It's not going to happen. It's fucking happened.
It's finally happened.
Excited.
It has taken him forever. But
dude has been like a kid in a candy shop talking about this list for the past year or so. So I'm so happy this is finally happening.
Yeah,
it's really cool. So Danny and Elias they're coming like dressed.
Yes. Yeah.
Let's go.
So it's gonna be like the Pirates versus the Vikings. Hence the Kraken.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
Oh, that's hot.
In the middle of it all. Obviously the Kraken's helping, like the pirate side of things, but still like that's just it's gonna be
it's gonna be great.
We've got a table that we made where it's got to have like a fair amount of water on it.
Oh fuck yeah!
Like is it OP and favoring Elias? Oh yeah, but who gives a fuck?
The thing is as well, like that.
I want Elias to win a tournament. I don't care. I will fudge the numbers.
That rule on the watch
just won't play me.
So little. Like it gets so little play that you might as well at least give him one table where he might get it. Like
totally agree.
It's just no water on fucking maps these days. It's like, yeah, okay, cool. That Watcher rule is useless, essentially. Like, give him a little bit of something. The Watcher's great without it, to be fair. But man, just
so yeah. It just puts a lot of emphasis on how you pilot him.
Yeah, big time. And man, this is gonna be great. I actually do think this is genuinely a good little setup for the Watcher because it's some solid boys. Like you've got the Black Numenorians for the Harbinger buff, like. Yeah, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be really solid. The Bat Swarm, fantastic. Dalamir is always great. Yeah. Oh fuck, we're idiots. Holy shit. So okay, for some context, for the last 2 years we've been using Zoom to record tier lists and everything else. We've never thought to just fucking go over the Zoom time limit and not wait that 10 minutes, just have someone else host. We're so fucking dumb. Oh my god. We don't pay for Zoom. Duh. We're poor dumbasses.
It's good.
Good god, we're idiots. Sean's looking very concerned. What's going on?
I'm just trying to see if the previous thing is saving or has saved. Because usually it comes up with a prompt, and I haven't seen a prompt.
It's fine. We'll be fine. Anyway, while Sean's figuring that out, yeah, this boy, how good, amazing.
Good job, Elias.
Love Elias. Aaron. Now, this is one of two Angmars, and she's made a fun one.
Not running spiders.
Running spiders.
Wow.
Yeah. So last tournament, she finally broke the constantly running spiders theme and ran Khazad-dûm, which was fun.
Yeah.
Now she's gone a completely different route and gone Angmar, which actually fucking terrifying because she's a pretty good player. This will be interesting.
Yeah, it's really interesting because like the theme, I should say, with Angmar for the 2 players going to this event are 600 points. I want to have a beast with magic, so typically Gullivar Witch King, but you can't fit it in. So why not just combine them to go Witch King on a Fell Beast?
Yeah,
to
big time.
the best of both worlds. So I sneakily like it. Every time I have run the Witch King on Fell Beast, I've just been like bitterly disappointed.
Yeah, personally, I actually haven't ever run a Fell Beast in general. I don't really run a lot of yeah, there he is. I don't really run a lot of wraiths at all. Like the Witch King in my like little evil fellowship is the first time I've ran the Witch King, that kind of stuff. Like I don't run a lot of wraiths, but personally, I think this is a great way to play Angmar at lower points because you're not spending all those points on Gullivar. You can, like you said, you combine in the boys. I think Aaron's done the right choice of stacking a lot of will in the Witch King because man, that boy is going to have to put in a lot of work.
If he's in, say, 5 turns, you then have a 12 will Witch King with the crown, so you can still get your transfixes off for about 6, 7 turns comfortably. You know, like when it really matters, you can blow, say, 2 will, maybe 3 with a might point to spare. But yeah, you just have to be really conservative and restrain yourself from like, do I really need to go into combat to kill one guy to then, you know, combat off? Like you need high value combats with the Witch King.
Exactly. And I do. There's nothing I love more than a cheeky little orc captain on Warg. For 55 points, it's actually some really good value. You've got you get 3 attack, fight 4, like strength 4, good time. It's actually genuinely a really good time. And a Barrow White's always fucked. One
paralyze goes off.
Yeah, one paralyze with the Witch King, and that model's dead. There's no coming back.
Huge. Hell, even if it's just like you think about it, you then whittle Dane down. Dane has nothing. Dane gets paralyzed. Like Jesus Christ, that's just it's massive. It's game winning. Yeah.
Huge,
even if you don't kill Dane, you just let him, you know, sit and do nothing.
Flail about. Yeah.
Or your specters and just do Blades Dead. You know, courage.
That's it. Yeah. So that's the other thing. You've got I think 2 specters in this list. Oh no, just the one.
Just the one. Still, I would have gone 2, but you know that's also just me.
Yeah, I think I personally probably would have gone 2 as well. Just you know, the Deadmar Spectre, like what's it called? Fell Light rule, so good. Just being able to pull models out of position.
No, it's good. Sean, good decent line. Heaps of orcs. A couple of 2-handers in there as well, which is nice. It's nice and cheeky.
Yeah, absolutely. I love a 2-hander orc. Big thing I absolutely love about the 2-handed weapon orcs is just purely on the fact that you can just kind of give them any fucking weapon that's 2-handed. It's so good because like you could just go, oh, I want this special strike, done. I'll grab that. Like it's fantastic. And yeah, look, when they're all causing terror as well, you've got 2 different spirits in there, so you're gonna get a good amount of terror coming out of those orcs. Yeah, it's gonna be a good time
for sure. John, are you good? Is it working?
Oh, do we have him? We're good. He's back. He's back, right. Baby.
We're good.
Nice. Yeah. Sean, any thoughts on this list?
I'm just I'm happy we've got Barry White. I'm sad we don't also have Betty White, but that's about it.
That's fair. All right. Thanks, Sean. We'll come back to you with the next report. Oh, there is another dead. It's another Deadmar Spectre.
That is Liam's betting skills, ladies and gentlemen.
Whoa! It's another Deadmar Spectre. It's a big surprise. That was the big reveal.
Professionals.
Oh man, that's so
baby. Oh, interesting.
I'm gonna sit here and let Sean do a bit of this.
Yeah, this is actually one of like 4 or 5. 4 administrators we've got. Sean, what are your thoughts, mate?
I'm liking it. I'm Ingal, my boy. Boromir, not on horse, big. Running his banner. We love to see that. Citadel Guards, Founding Core Guards. There's going to be a lot of fucking Fight 5 in this list. Couple of Knights. That's good. I rate it. I'm there for it. The Rangers. Oh no, he's got Rangers down the bottom with spears. I feel like it'd be nice to give all the Rangers spears.
Yeah, I think that's maybe the one thing I'd change.
What was that, Joe?
You'd be 3 points over then. 5
Yeah.
points over.
It'd be 5 points over if you gave him all spears, but you can get
It
that
would be.
5 points somewhere.
If there was
I
some
think-
way to find out how to do that, but if
Yeah.
not, like he's got enough spears anyway.
I mean, the Citadel Guard and the Fountain Court Guard are enough spears, regardless.
Yeah, exactly.
Like you don't need to give them spears. I like that 4 of them do have spears. It's good.
The only thing I think I'm not the biggest fan of is there's 10 warriors in this that offer shield wall for Ingold.
Yeah, but that being said, like Ingold, he doesn't need to be D8. He can still be D7 and just holding a line.
Absolutely.
And he will still be D8 the majority of the game anyway, because these models aren't moving. Like with his special rule. Like you only need a handful of them to give him D8 for most of the game, and then you've just got a shield wall that's not moving, which is my favorite thing about Ingold. Absolutely.
Oh, Ingold, my fucking boy, the unsung hero of all Gondor lists. But yeah, no, this is.
I like
what's
he's got Angbor.
Angbor? What's his ability?
He's the
again?
free might.
Free might yes, yeah. For shooting.
So I think to hit, for in the ways and to wound. I think from memory.
Interesting.
Oh, so he's like a semi version of Elf Hill.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
It's a solid little special. I think that's him anyway. No, Mublung's the other one. So yeah, he's the might. Yeah.
Is Mublung's the Stalk Unseen dude?
Yeah.
Gives Stalk Unseen and gets rid of Stalk Unseen. I feel like I don't know what the points difference between the two of them are, but I feel like I would lean towards that dude more.
I think I actually quite like the Might Boy. Just he like you don't super need Stalk Unseen. Like being able to get rid of it is nice as well, but like how often do you really see it? To be honest, like
that's the point. You know what I mean? Like if you mess around with a few Hasharan or like the Morgul Stalkers and shit like that, and then all of a sudden you got this big old brick with someone who can then do a bit of trailing. It's handy, and it's just another thing. And it splits because it's a character, and you can play it a little bit. A few games as well. That's what you want for Gondor, so you can focus on a little section of their army rather than the whole brunt of the army, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that is very fair. I don't mind that.
As you said, it's not going to come up often, but when it does, it's going to catch those people that are relying on Stalk Unseen to keep certain things safe. It's going to catch them off guard real quick.
Big thing though, Aimborn with the free might is a lot of horses are not making it to the front line.
There is that. There is that. Yeah. But no, I think this is a real solid list. Shout out to an honorary Queenslander. It's good stuff.
Yep, no, old mate Ethan, good. I think personally, I know it's the first one we've seen. I think from what I've seen, it's probably one of my favorite Gondors we've got coming, but we'll see how we go.
There you go.
Let's go with a little
Back
classic.
to the grave.
A classic Return of the King Legendary Legion.
24 models, the Gorn.
There's not a lot to say about Return of the King Legendary Legions, really, that hasn't already been said. They're solid. They're good.
So from what you understand, Isaac is a newer player.
Yeah.
This is such a good army to take out as a new player. Get a hang of the rules. Have a bit of fun with Aragorn. If the King of the Dead kills a Mormark, he kills a Mormark. He just has a bit of fun with that sort of shit.
I personally lean away from Army of the Dead for a new player. I understand it's like it's a very forgiving army, but I think it teaches you the wrong things about the game sometimes.
It's just so fucking easy to collect.
Yeah, that's the big thing. It's like,
that's what I get into with it. I'm on Liam's side there, where this is not an army that, like, I want beginners to start with this army just to get a hang of the rules and the real basics. But then once they've got a hold of that, steer away from this, because as soon as you understand what's going on, Army of the Dead, it's going to steer you in a potentially the wrong direction if you decide to move into other armies. But again, if you're not playing the game all the time, it's a great army to just have on the side, to just slap it on the table, especially
easy, low bottle count.
Yeah.
Easy to paint, just fucking slap it. Yeah, it's pretty good.
If MESBG is not your main hobby, sick. This is a good army for it.
Yeah. Like it's even easier with the clear resin shit now too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and that is the latest release.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is, yeah,
The
don't,
latest and
That is
greatest.
fresh off the hype train, for God's sakes. It was like 3,000 years ago.
oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, but look, it's solid. I don't see it getting too high, but it's fine. It's fine.
You'll have fun.
It's good.
He'll have fun, exactly.
And that's what it's all about. Look.
So Sean, he's done both of them, Range of the North and Aragorn, without a horse.
And Grey Company.
Yeah. This is all of Sean's pet peeves in one little bundle.
Grey Company makes this army so much worse because you have to deploy as one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People will say, oh, but what about Maelstrom? You don't want to deploy an individual. Yeah, you do.
Yeah, 100%.
Yes, you do. The Rangers don't want to be... There's some games where they want to be together, sure. But in a lot of games, you want your Rangers running around in like groups of 2s and 3s. And it's all about coasting your opponent into a particular zone where you go, this is... I just call it the killing field. I'm going to... Like a sheepdog herding sheep. That's how you want to play range. You want to herd your opponent into a certain zone, and then you want to slap them hard, and that's where Hellbrad's banner comes in clutch. It's also, just in general, a very defensive army. You don't want to be the aggressor in most cases, which is why that video that I mentioned, I got my ass whooped because I decided to deploy on the side of the table that forced me to be the aggressor. And that was a bad idea.
Oh, no.
It's a fun video.
Like, James, a little bit of advice for you. When you deploy in your clump as far as you possibly can, and then just
yeah.
Deploy in a clump and then immediately.
I would almost like just run Aragorn to the middle, let him do as much coverage as he can, and then have the rest of your army just do its
Absolutely,
thing.
Yeah. Use Aragorn as a big distraction while everyone else is.
Oh yeah, distraction can't affect me.
Yeah, big time.
It's a shame that you can't make Hellbrad your leader.
Yeah, that's
because
true.
if Hellbrad could be your leader, and then you just throw Aragorn in and just go fucking do whatever you do, you're feeling good.
Yeah.
But yeah, look,
it's a little bit more fun, to be honest.
This will do all right. Once again, if it's piloted correctly, it's not an easy army to play. It's a very difficult army to play.
Yeah.
You really need to be switched on. If you're just going for a good time, maybe don't play Rangers. If you're looking to win a tournament and you're prepared to lock in, get your Ritalin ready, and you'll be laughing with Rangers.
Yeah, look, it's funny though, looking at these lists and then going if both of these lists had just slightly tweaked themselves. So like if this was, not Grey Company and with some Dunedain, it's not bad. Or the fucking the first one, if it had just gone Dunedain instead of Rangers. I think they're also like 13 and 15 model count, similar model count, but then you could have gone to I think 19 if you'd gone Dunedain. It's pretty insane.
And you get to be single drops.
But anyway. The single drops. Yeah. Two very interesting Rangers lists that have just barely missed the mark on being good Rangers lists.
I'll run another 600-point event and they'll get it right.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, no. Don't get me wrong, they'll have fun. It's a fun list. I
don't want to discourage these guys. I love that people are getting into Rangers. I'm there for it. It is my favorite army, hands down. I know I'm the Dale guy, but no. Rangers are my favorite army, and I have so many opinions on them.
I think the big thing is
I will die on a lot of those hills.
I think if these guys, don't go quite as well as they think they should, don't get discouraged. Just tweak the list a little bit.
Just play Dunedain.
Such a scalpel army.
Talk about Dunedain. Look at this dude.
Look at this dude.
Look at OG Hellbrad. Let's go.
Yeah, good shit.
Anyway.
But yeah,
moving on before I have an aneurysm looking at fucking Rangers in the North.
Oh, fuck. This dude. Oh, Lord.
Someone's trying to win the tournament.
Yeah.
On autopilot.
I have been so against the Bionics. So I'm like, this is shit. Who the fuck will play these? And then I found this file of this dude.
Oh, hang on.
That's a big boy.
Let's stop sharing. Let's bring some full screen here. Bring him up again. I just need to see him. That's pretty fucking sick. Where the hell did you get that?
I found it on the internet randomly, and I was like, I'm doing this. And then I found the bear model. I have to get the bear model. Hold on. He's tucked away. Anyway, the bear model looks sick. Like so much. He looks very similar to what OG Bjorn looks like, just without the shitty, crappy,
malnourished shit.
Oh, dude, he looks like he doesn't look like the bear behind you. Put it that way. Anyway.
Oh god.
Hobby venture, etc. And then we got put up to the TO thing, and I was like, well, this is going to be an army that I can literally just kind of go interact with my opponent a lot.
Yeah, big time.
Still answer questions. So yeah, look, here we are, and they slap. Oh my god,
I have been enjoying our sporadic messages, Jay, about the Bears. Passed off a couple of tips, and then Jay comes back with, God, the Bears. Oh,
they're cooked.
I just fucked this dude up.
Oh, shit. So to kind of go back on the Dunedain talk, Ben and I had a game. We played. What did we play? I think we played Heirlooms. Anyway, Ben's deployed like all around the board, and I'm like 2 central positions. I have only lost 6 Bionics. That's the most amount of Bionics I've lost, was 6. It was from Ben because he blew like 12 might to do it.
Yeah.
As he should, right? And then all of a sudden, old mate Ranger right next to Grimbiorn picks up the relic, and I'm like,
oh, GG.
I'm like,
yeah, absolutely GG. Man, that's the thing that honestly gets me so riled about these fucking Beornings, is comparing them to a Ranger of the North or a Dunedain, and just going, hey, yeah, like the Dunedain has might. Yeah, cool. Nothing else. There is not a single thing that the Dunedain has over a fucking Beorning.
They're the bastardized elves that slap harder than Thranduils, for God's sakes.
It's insane. I fucking hate them so much. It's like, and then the Bears themselves are cooked. Absolutely cooked.
They're not. It's disgusting, because if you look at an Angmar list, for example, you look at Gullivar and you go, cool, that's 200 points. It's essentially a bear. But now I've got 2 Gullivars.
Yeah, I've got 2 Gullivars. They're tankier, and I can just throw them into battle. Like,
have you, Jay, come across the real sneaky bullshit with the Bears? For example, moving like 10.5 inches in your first movement.
Yeah, because you can.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Have you stumbled across hiding Bjorn behind a building with no line of sight, then transforming him, and oh look, I now have line of sight.
Before I've moved, I've got line of sight.
There's not a lot of choice up here in Toowoomba, so there are some things I restrict myself from, and that's probably one of them.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Good lad.
Just don't piss in your fucking drinking water.
They are absolutely cooked, and I was very like, I have beaten Bears before with different lists and stuff like that, convincingly. But if you have someone who knows how to play the game a little bit, this army just completely compounds that skill and just goes, here you go.
That is exactly the problem with Bears, is that they make they make bad players decent, and they make decent players fucking.
And then they make players that are good at really good at the game untouchable.
It is insane.
It's
and
I respect the no bow. No bows.
It's the right bow.
I can't do it, man. I can't do it. There's no way. Like, they are built to be in combat.
Yeah.
Get in combat. Fuck the longbows off.
See, I used to run the longbows when I first started playing them. I ran the longbows, and as soon as I ran the longbows into combat, because I was running max bows, ran them, and suddenly it's like, oh, kind of need Burley on everything.
Yeah, just not doing any damage. Yeah.
You fuck that shit off.
Yeah.
They do what Dunedain do, except in combat.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
So if I get the win, if I win combat, I need to slap.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, there's nothing to talk about here. We'll have fun if we.
All right. Oh, Josh. Here he comes. Here he comes.
Oh my days. I think Josh
Liam H from Victoria in our most recent bat rep. If you're watching this, son, 2 great beasts of Gorgoroth. Get on it, baby.
Good stuff.
Dude's been trying to figure out how to run great beasts for a little while and has been struggling. This is how, my guy. 2.
The thing I really enjoy about this list though is there's technically like only 4 things written on the page. There's 27 models. There's 27 models. Like, what the fuck? Incredible. Man.
So excited. Like, I wish I was at the tournament to see this go off.
I'll send you a picture.
Yeah, I think one of the big things is like what it's really going to do is much like your mounted Gondor list, Sean. It's like that catapult spreads the army out, and suddenly the great beasts are just able to go up, see ya. Like,
whilst also picking out how many fucking shots? 18.
So many. Yeah.
Well, 19 if you count the catapult.
Oh yeah, 19 if you count the catapult. It's just insane.
Hey, 20 if you count the troll.
Yeah, 100%. That Army of the Dead is like a sleeper pick for this list, though.
Oh, big time. Yeah. No, Army of the Dead.
For some reason, there's a nice little niche for Army of the Dead would get this matchup. Like,
would love this matchup.
Come at me. For sure. Come at me.
Yeah.
Oh, King.
Round 1, make it happen.
Yeah, 7 heads have done fucking nothing. I'm courage 7, and even if you hit with a regular catapult, I'm D8. Like,
yeah, come at me, bro.
As soon as I hit you, great beast dead, chieftain dead. Done.
No, really, fuck it. So Josh ran the Great Beast of Gorgoroth at the most, like, at the recent event in Queensland. Had a hoot, and then for the 600 event, we were talking about it. And he's like, I think I'm gonna run 2.
So like, which Josh is it? Is this Josh from Reavers?
Gordon. Yeah. This is
it is. It is. Okay, cool.
Mr. Mordor, as he affectionately calls himself, as he
puts
himself under the table.
I do love Josh's lists are always just like, hey, what if I just ran a lot of this stupid thing? It's like, fucking 3 fell beasts.
I went up against that list.
Beasts. Like,
that was good fun.
It's just he goes to like nth degree on just something random, and I love it.
He always does well.
And yeah, he does pretty well considering how silly sometimes his lists are.
Mr. Skew, back at it again.
Absolutely. All right, we move on to this one. Oh.
Justin Source Goblin. Hang on a second. He didn't send this as a voice recording.
Yeah, he didn't send this as a voice recording because it was to Reese. It wasn't to me. Oh man. Yeah, this is actually a really I wasn't expecting this from old Trekker. This one's a bit nuts.
I feel like we're in England.
Yeah, same. This is it's a bit fucked. It's 33 model count with two big boy heroes. I will say, Bard, interestingly, has no upgrades. This is just a stock standard Bard the Bowman.
Not a fan.
Yeah.
The Orist and just buff up Bard for the love of God.
Yeah, that one's one that confused me. Because, like, I kind of understand Orist, but, like, he's already got Elven Made Blades anyway. That doesn't help him there.
Just shoot the orcs.
Exactly.
22 shots.
That is actually.
Oh wait, and Bard, does he have his thing?
He's got his great bow still. Yeah.
Oh, cool. So 23 shots, potentially 25 shots.
I assume Bard starts with a great bow. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it,
I don't think he does for some reason.
If he doesn't, that's proper stuff.
He surely has that in his war gear space.
And it's just...
My brain is like completely lost. I know he doesn't have armor. I know he doesn't have obviously he doesn't have a horse.
Also.
Fuck is he?
Would our fucking Sentinels, Merkle
Rangers. Sword and great both. Thank God.
So potentially, 23 shots, potentially 25 because of rapid fire.
Yeah. And
Fucking
also,
hell.
6 of those shots have might behind them. 3 of them are strength 4. A whole bunch of them are strength 3. You've got fucking his +1 shot on Leggy. I don't rate Orist. I think Bard would have been better off having those points. Give him either give him armor or give him a horse or something. But
I am
other than that,
though, like Mirkwood Rangers are grossly overcosted for what they are.
That's
And
true.
the way you want to play Mirkwood Rangers is to sit behind your lines. You're a good army, so you can't really do the whole evil thing and shoot into combat. So you want to sit behind, do a couple of things, maybe take 5 for a couple of cheeky shots here.
I am curious because, like,
what's his battle line look like? Really, not a whole lot.
Not great. That's what I was about to say. It's like
so quickly. He's putting so much emphasis on Bard cutting sick, but Bard has no upgrades whatsoever.
Yeah.
So Justin's going to have to pull some Source Goblin juice out to make it spicy. Otherwise, it's coming out the end, and it's going to hurt.
Yeah, that's the. It's gonna hurt.
The Ring of Fire. I'll be honest.
I love the Sentinels. I'll be honest. That's actually another really good addition.
If he plays this right, and knowing Justin, he probably won't. Nah, love you, Justin.
Okay.
If Justin plays this right, I think
at a tournament,
he could
Justin
do really well.
I agree.
Justin turns on in a tournament.
Yeah, he does, doesn't he?
The amount of times I've versed Justin where I'm like, oh, it's Justin. This is a silly time. He's like,
yeah, the dude turns on.
Yeah,
honestly,
so like,
if he plays this in a similar vein to the Dunedain or like a Dunedain list, it'll do work. He's relying a lot on shooting, but if that shooting goes off, he's got potentially 25 shots.
I think the other problem that this will run into is like, what if you'd just gone some glaives? Then you've got a fight 5 fucking front line. Like, surely you should just go some Mirkwood glaives.
Yeah.
I mean, it'll be interesting. It'll be very interesting. There's some weird things about this list, but there's also some things I like.
33 models.
So, yeah, it's not a lot.
Interesting.
It's not a lot.
It'll be interesting to see how this goes.
Super glass cannon. I don't know how I write this.
Yeah, it's. I think there's some stuff that's fun, and there's some stuff that.
This is a list that I would run. This feels like it suits my playstyle very well. Change a few things, obviously. Orcus can fuck off. Legolas and Horse can fuck off. Bard's getting upgrades. But beyond that...
Horseman.
Actually, the other thing I would do, Lake Town Militia Captain, find a way to squeeze Percy in just for that extra bow.
Yeah, why is he not Percy? That's another good question. Like, Lake Town Militia Captain isn't that much more than Percy, I don't think. Oh, much less, I mean, sorry.
It could just be it doesn't have the model for it, which is fair enough.
That's very fair. That's usually the problem. Because like a Lake Town Militia Captain with shield is 45 points, Percy's 50.
Yeah, I'm finding those 5 points.
I'm
dropping Orcus.
Yeah, I'll drop 1 militia. Like, yeah. Anyway, interesting stuff. I like, stuff I don't like.
Justin,
eat my siege bow arrows.
Go on. You have 8 minutes 20 till this thing runs out.
That's all good. I think we'll be right.
Yep.
Eat my siege bow arrows.
So this is Carl. Carl is such a character. He started with 1 Mordor siege bow about 6 months ago. Loves it. Bought 2. Now he's on to 3. Shaggers is Shaggers, and he'll literally just go Shaggers, Kadoosh, whack, bow.
I
list to a T, and it's so cool.
First time I saw this list, I was like, "Oh shit, is it illegal?" And I realized no, he's just made it legal. But it's three heroes, three siege weapons. I'm like, whoa, Jesus. All right, buddy.
There's still a fair amount of fucking models as well.
Yeah,
a lot of 9 black numbs.
I didn't get a count. I didn't get a count on the models, but I think it's still like sitting at 20 odd or 25 odd kind of thing. Because like, actually, no, it's more because it's. And you also get 3 for each of the siege bow.
He's hitting the 30 mark.
41 models
in that little clump from Shagrat down to the Orc Captain. There's 31 dudes there.
Yeah, sorry, it's 41 models. It had it in the actual original thing. I just deleted it somehow.
Yeah,
I honestly fucking love this list. This is phenomenal.
You're getting the mortal bonus for the most part, because 41 models, there's not a lot of that coming to this. Like, and then you also still thin them down with those siege bows. Like those siege bows will thin numbers down real easy.
Yeah.
It's pretty fucking good.
It's hard when the black nums are there. You've invested, a substantial amount of points, and you don't have a ring wraith to back that up, to amplify that. That's just my opinion. Carl and I have argued about this so long. He's like, I just don't rate that, man. I just don't rate it. I'm like,
look, I'm on your side with that. I would chuck in a ring wraith as well. If you've got just 9 black nums,
basic 2, you go like 2, 10, 2 or whatever. Like just throw him in.
Yeah, so just with that harbinger. That's all it is.
You need. That's all you need.
Yeah, I agree. I think I do like that he's just called them morons with shield. That's great. I love that.
But still, like having 9 terror causing models is pretty good.
100%.
Yeah, 9 terror causing models. He's got a good amount of strength for. Shaggers is Shaggers. He will always just deal some serious damage. I will say no heavy armor, so he's only like D6, I think. So it's not bad. It's not bad, but
Yeah, I would have had 5 points for that.
Yeah, solid 5 points for sure.
15, 100%. But anyway, look, Shaggers is so good. He's just such a ridiculously premium hero.
Yeah. Oh, easily one of the best evil heroes. Like just that. The fact
he's not
that he's got
called the
3
Shag
fate,
Lord for nothing.
Correct.
I don't know why he's like one of the only evil heroes with 3 fate, but I do really appreciate it.
Yeah. With Blood and Glory.
Blood and Glory, at fight 5, strength 5. Fucking with knockdowns, fucking
Jay,
easy.
was this why you and me were talking about Shaggers a little while back?
That was because I'm running Tarby and Shag right now.
You piece of shit. Fucking reprehensible garbage, man.
Well, I've got Black Numenorians that have Harbinger of Evil with Eastling Pikes behind them. Like, with Rutabi and Shagrat. Anyway, next list, please. I don't want to talk about that.
Oh my god.
Disgusting.
Fucking hell. I'm actually terrified of those siege bows though. Holy shit.
Let's dip and come back.
Here we go.
Ooh.
We've got 4 minutes. We can talk about this fucking piece of shit. Look at this cunt.
Hey, it's a couple of goats. I am amazed you've gone 3 goats. I fucking hate the goats. I would go like a max of 2.
I love the goats. Also, really
put a banner on a goat, Liam. Tell me that you're running around and doing a little skirmish unit without telling me you're doing a skirmishing unit.
I'm not. Look, the banner with goat is purely there just to support Dane. It is sitting behind Dane and supporting Dane.
Supporting his brother.
I'm sorry? Pardon?
Supporting his brother.
No, I was talking to Jay, but sure.
Waving a white flag.
Yeah, big time. Yeah. That being said, I ran a very similar list. It's a bat rep that'll come up soon. TM. Liam's editing it, so anyway.
4 to 6 business years.
Yeah, 4 to 6 business years. But that banner did not fucking die. It was fantastic. Dane, I love that this is a green alliance, by the way. Fucking Master of Battle Dane with a 6-inch banner on strength 4 fucking Grimhammers. Yeah, I can get behind that. I can get behind that a lot. Look, I wanted to run something a little different. I didn't really rate the full Iron Hills. I wanted something a little different. But please,
nice list. I'll give you that. It is a nice alternative. You've still got about that 18 to 20 man brick. Are they as durable? No. Do they kill more? Yes. 50, you know what I mean? Like 50 of one, half of the other.
The throwing weapons is also so good on the Grimmies.
How'd they go for you, Sean, in our game?
Mate, when you were piss farting around with your Rivendell, terribly.
It wasn't even mine. God, that was a...
Oh, let me play Riv Knights with Gua here against your dwarves. And I'm going to play the game properly. Okay, I'm gonna just
pack up.
Unreal.
Nah, to be fair, that first game against the Harad, I got fucked.
Oh, yeah.
Jesus
I just whatever it
Christ.
was when I here and old mate was a Durin in the middle.
Oh, Thrall probably.
Durin
Thrall
died
thing.
for like something outrageous with Guai here. Durin charged Guai here. Guai here retaliated, and I think I got like another like Riv Knight in there, and Durin died with everything
Yeah.
full. He
That
died.
sounds about right. That sounds about right. Well, look, that's why I'm hoping Thrall just lives forever since he's got that fucking 4+ get fate back.
And we know how you are with Fate. You're the best at rolling Fate.
I'm so good at rolling fate. Oh,
This
my
dude will
God.
roll Galadriel's Fate with the free one from the ring and fail
The
everything.
Re-rolls. Re-rolling fate. I'll roll.
He doesn't do that with me. It must just be with a you.
Oh, it's everyone else apparently. But yeah, man, I fucking hate fate. Holy shit, it's so bad. But man, hopefully, fucking 3
Nice.
fate, fucking Dane, and 1 fate re-rolling Thrall, not re-rolling, getting it back Thrall. We'll see how we go. Moving on. This one's a bit spicy.
Needs more Vault Warden teams.
More Vault Warden teams.
Honestly,
No, I don't think so. I actually quite rate this. You've got 5
If there's
Iron
not
Guards.
15, there's not enough.
Tell me how to defend against monsters whilst having a monster. Vault Warden teams and Guai here. Done.
Yeah.
I present Maddie's list.
I mean, fucking 4 Vault Warden teams is still a fuckload.
It's
Really.
So I went up against a list a couple of months ago which had 2 Vault Warden teams, and I struggled so much to get through them. Holy shit. Fuck. Yeah, so 4 is going to be amazing.
My problem with Vault Warden teams, as much as I love them, is that like you're paying like 12 to 13 points for each model, and one of them sometimes is just I'm rolling negatives. Oh, sick. All right. If the guy behind me dies, I'm fucked.
Yeah.
They just become the ultimate choke point, or they already. They just sit there.
That's all they are. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and they do become quite reliant on the map on the table. If it's an open terrain, fuck, Vault Wardens wouldn't get a run out in England. Holy shit, because there's no terrain on table.
But they are. That's the joke.
Yeah,
man.
I don't understand because those boys don't fucking do terrain.
Bro, I was listening to one of the podcasts where a couple of the English chaps were going on about it, and one dude was talking about like blasting 17 of these things.
Oh yeah, boy.
You make your own terrain. When you've got 17 of them, you're making your own terrain.
You make your own terrain. Make your own kind of music. That would be pretty good.
Yeah. No, look, ultimately a solid list. I'm a big fan of Rangers.
Yeah, me too.
So
yeah, I do like that it's bow and throwing axe. That's the way to run them. I've seen too many lists where they're like, I'm going to give a 2-handed weapon to my ranger. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? What the fuck are you doing?
Literally wants to find a nice little choke point, play for 2 objectives, whilst Guai goes around and does a couple of cheeky things. That's literally how this list is, which is nice. It's a solid plan.
I mean, look, that's still at the end of the day, you've got 2 fucking fight 6 heroes as well that are D8, and that's still really good. Like that's a wall of models that have a couple of cheeky shots, and then Guai to just clean up. Like,
correct. Very good. And I love Iron Guard.
It is a scary list.
27 models, if I've done my maths correctly. It's not too shabby. Do you know what I'd love to see this at 750 points when you throw fucking Radagast in.
No thanks. No, thank you. That'd also, I think, be a red alliance, because you'd have to do weird.
I think it would be
weird things with White Council, because I think the White Council are yellow with them, but Radagast Alliance are red. I don't know.
Oh yeah. Or is it green? And it doesn't matter. But if that was a thing you could do, that'd be sick, bro.
There's nothing green about fucking Khazad-dûm, that's for fucking sure. All
right. Yeah. Next up, baby.
I love a Dwarf King as well, man. God,
it's the only way to run them, honestly.
Love them.
Dwarf Kings and Kings Champions, big.
Hang on a minute. I'm just My brain just had a little meltdown. I just need to double check something now.
Jay, how's the weather, man? How you going? How's life?
Ah, my brain didn't have a meltdown. We've stumbled upon a points discrepancy, boys.
Are you ripper? Love that. Fresh life hot takes.
Hell yeah.
Dwarf Kings are 75 points.
What is?
Dwarf Kings.
Is that no upgrade or just base?
That's base, 75 points. Give me a second, lads. Let's do some cheeky little points tabulations. Whether or not this stays in the fucking.
This is the call out.
Are we about to find a call out, or is it just that they've put in the points wrong, but it's still 600? Let's find out. Oh no.
You want to do it? Do you want me on it?
What was that? Sorry.
I said, do you want me on it or do you want Liam?
I'm on it.
Liam's cooking, bro. Liam is.
I can see. I thought I'd just offer help. This event's in 9 days. Are you joking?
Okay. Yeah. This is less than 10 points over. Well, correction is 9 points over, but yeah. This event's in 9 days.
Good.
This will...
Well, 9 points over. They're gonna have to drop.
I went through all these lists.
Ranger?
And it was only now that I was like, I like Dwarf Kings, and then looked at the points and like, hang on a minute, I like Dwarf Kings, and I know they're not 70 points.
Just drop. So what happens is the dwarf king, that third warband, you just drop a warrior out. That's 9 points done.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. It loses one model. Yeah. It's not a huge deal, but very funny.
Got it picked up now.
Yeah, good stuff. All right.
It's like I've done it. And I'm like, you go, man, because I'm not doing it.
I am curious if those because that little bit, those little bits at the bottom, I assume, are then also going to be wrong since they've added that up with the Dwarf Kings wrong. Yeah, right. Because I think I just went off these little numbers at the bottom for each warband. I'm like, yeah, that's right. Just didn't look at the fucking Dwarf King points. Silly. Silly. Alrighty. It's all Matt. It's Matt 2. Matt 1.
Iralas. Nah, done. Next time, next list. Let's go. Nah.
Yeah.
To be fair,
to be fair,
looking at the list, Iralas is fine here because Ingold doesn't really have a place.
Correct.
Ingold doesn't have a place.
Iralas is. Also, Iralas is just a fucking yoked at killing horses. If someone charges Iralas, or if Iralas charges into a horse, it's just like, I guess your horse is gonna die. So Iralas has got a spot, very much so, in this list.
This is like a really aggressive way of playing Gondor. This is not how Gondor would play in my mind, to be completely honest. This is like here I am, and I'm going to put the pressure on you because I've got my fight father. I've got two mounted heroes. You charge me with your mounted shit, it's off.
Yeah.
Couple of cheeky knights to go grab objectives.
No, honestly, I'm a big fan. I really like the look of this list. It's not often that I like seeing Boromir on horse. Does he have the lance?
No, he's got the banner. He can't have the lance.
Oh yeah, he's got the banner. So I read that as not having the banner. Oh, okay.
You can't have both. No.
There you go.
I'm fairly certain that is the case.
It makes sense. Trying to hold like a lance and a banner would be rather hard.
Yeah,
it'd be pretty rough.
You could do a spear and banner for some reason, but not a lance.
My whole argument.
Yeah.
Yeah, look.
No, the banner is just a spear at that point. Once you do spear and banner, you slap the spear thing on top. There's only 24 models. Is kind of the big thing that I'm like.
Hard to put down. Is this, correct me if I'm wrong, this is mostly D7?
It is a good amount of D7, to be fair. 14 models of D7 and fight 5.
How many are your dwarves also D7 in your list, Liam?
They are, yeah, and I've got 20 D7. No, not 20, 18 D7 models.
Okay.
They're not 5/5 though, so you know.
This
it feels very almost similar. I don't want to say similar because we're comparing Dane to Warren, but it's similar in some aspects.
I mean, I've got almost the same amount of models as well, to be fair.
I think it'll have a similar play style. Absolutely.
Yeah. Mine are also strength 4.
You're gonna have to play it.
Oh,
maybe not.
3.
Yeah. You'd play this in a similar way.
100%. 100%.
Yeah. It's a bit odd. I don't know. I've never really seen a Ministerial like this, so I'm curious to see how it goes.
Yeah, I was going to say this. Out of all the lists that I've seen, this is the list that I want updates on how this goes at the event. This is the one I'm most excited to hear about.
I'm not sure I rate it, I'll be honest. And the other thing as well, like you've got 5 bows in there, which I feel like with how aggressive you want to be, I don't think you're getting a lot of use out of those bows as well. Are they like I get like you want to
the Citadel Guard longbows I get, because if you are playing this aggressively, Citadel Guards with longbows sit back on objectives, bodyguard, all that stuff. The Rangers of Gondor, if it's a points thing, I can understand it. But they're not necessary.
They've got spears though, so it's another 5/5 spear.
Yeah, that's it. This will be a lot of fun to see how this goes. It's definitely not how I would play Gondor.
No.
It doesn't have a bolt thrower. Of course it doesn't. This move. You don't move.
Yeah, this one actually moves.
Yeah, this one you're going to have to go forward. Yeah, absolutely.
I like Irolas as the 3 March battery. That's good. Because you do want to be in the face, but like, yeah, I don't know. Weird list. It's a weird list. I'm curious. And the other map.
Oh, the other map.
Got second Matt. We've got Matt at home. Matt at home. What about second Matt? This is another really weird list.
Yeah. So I've spoken. So Matt is another Toowoomba player as well. Matt beforehand was my brother Matt. Matt W is now Matt in Toowoomba, who we play with regularly.
Yeah.
This list confused me at first because I looked at it and I was like, oh god. But you pair with the fact that you've got a Sildor with Gilgalad and a ring, that is such a potent combo at 600 points. Like
for sure.
All of a sudden, my bears can't just go and just run into that.
Because you're also you fight 6 and you've also got Aura of Dismay with Kirdan. I rate that a lot. You've got Terror fight 6. I rate that. I think like the problem you run into as soon as you've got like a bodyguard or like a fearless army that kind of goes in and goes, oh cool, I'm just gonna kill a couple of these elves.
It's just really too low.
Yeah.
I look at this. This is a similar list, and you would run this in a similar vein to how you run the Bears. Those troops are there to hold shit up. They're not going to do as much killing as the Beornings, but they're there to hold shit up. You've got a lot of fight 6 dude with the King's Guards in there, and then Gilgalad and Isildur run around like madmen, putting in work, and Kirdan's there to support either one of them. Yeah. And if a shooting army comes up, Kirdan's got blinding light, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does.
Kirdan's the best 80 points you'll spend in this game, full stop. You won't change my mind. But like, the only thing I will say is that Gilgalad and Isildur are a lot more vulnerable to dying in comparison to the Bears, which is the only thing that I have. You know, and like if you compare, say, my list to say Matt's list, because I'm terrified of running into Matt's list, is literally just that. Matt runs Bears, he knows that. It's a really cool, unique list.
I would honestly love to verse this list with the Bears and just see how it goes. Because
I will say, like,
I think the Bears still trump this list. If you're playing bear bowling, is how you beat this list.
Yeah, big time.
You 100%. Play it well.
Yeah, you like this army will break if you can get into those models. That's the thing. Like those elves.
And I always love a good list with like a specific weakness, and this weakness rather. This list has a really clear one, which is the low model count. But Matt's got a really, really nice combo where if he compares Isildur with Gilgalad, I just
with a cheeky, with some cheeky like enchanted blades as well on Kirdan, like that.
That's great.
Yeah,
it's great.
Have you played many games against this list? Or you've only just seen it?
I've only just seen it.
Fuck yeah. All right, sick.
He's been running the rib for a little bit now, but this list specifically came out, and I was just like, oh,
where did that come from? Yes.
Yeah,
he does love a nasty list, doesn't he?
Loves it. Frosty.
This will be odd. I think like it'll either go really well or really badly.
I'm 100% with you on that one.
Yeah. But yeah, nice.
If he plays his cards,
really weird lists.
If he plays his cards right, this is a winning list.
This is a winning list for sure. Yeah,
absolutely.
It's got lots. It doesn't really die well because fight 6. It's got Gilgalad. My one argument that I would like to just write and see what your opinions are is if you're playing Gilgalad, do you really need to have the ring being fight 9? That's my only.
No, I don't think. I think Isildur's just running around.
He milks all the above. He milked Gilgalad milks the might for the strike. You're just guaranteeing that they don't milk might and they are losing the fight if both characters are in. Isildur slaps. He is such good value.
Yeah, I think he's going to be fine on his own.
The thing with the ring is you don't pay for the ring.
Yeah.
So you just take it naturally anyway. If you're running Isildur, you take the ring.
You don't need those two together. That's the thing. Like, it's a good little pair for like something big, but like I think honestly, those two can run separately and still do a heap of damage. That's two like solid little things. Like just like the fact that he's got the ring and he's fight 6 is like you literally can't beat him in straight, sixes.
And it's almost the same argument with Gilgalad too, because you asked the question, do I show up for a fight 10?
Exactly.
We'll see. This is where it comes in clutch with if you get a heroic combat off with Isildur, if your opponent has struck or chosen to strike,
and then
Isildur
just comes in and goes
with Isildur, and you come with the ring and go.
It won't fucking matter.
That's where the ring's going to be big. It's also going to be big when Isildur's on his own. So the ring is worth it.
Yeah.
But it just means that Isildur and Gilgalad don't need to be together.
That is one of the most precious horses in this fucking whole tournament. If that horse goes down, there's some problems. There are some real problems with that horse if he loses that horse.
Binding Light on Kidan will be big.
Yeah.
Has to be.
Matt's going to need to run this list as if it is like every single model is on foot moving 6 inches.
Yeah, big time. Until Gilgalad can just swing in.
Yeah, those horses are not horses until, or for movement wise, until
one horse. But yeah.
If I'm wrong.
Oh, so I thought Isildur was on horse. The fuck?
No, because if he puts the ring on, the horse runs off. So
yeah, of course.
Waste points.
Either way, still
another 50 points in this would make the list a little bit nicer, bulk it out a bit more.
Yeah, I think so as well.
And I think this list shines.
I love this list. I'm a big fan of this list. Holy shit.
Yeah.
I think this is my favorite list that I've seen.
Ooh, all right.
Yeah, I'm calling it early.
Ooh, all right. There we go. Here we go. Well, early. We're near the end. We're getting there. We've got about 5 left, I think.
King's Champ.
Here we
love
go.
a King's Champ. Love some Iron Guards. A good amount of Hearthguard. Not too many Hearthguard, but a good amount to do some serious damage.
All 4 Iron Guard. I'm a big fan.
This is a good list. This
is a very solid Khazad-dûm list. The only change that I would make would be 1 or 2 Vault Warden teams, but that's just me.
Yeah.
Just to really hunker down in that.
I think the thing is though, you've got
staying power.
14 D7 models that are just going to shield because they're fight 4.
Yeah.
And then you've got Iron Guard, Hearthguard, Durin, and a King's Champion.
They're the ones doing the slapping. Yeah.
Yeah, do some serious work for sure.
You just become reckless because who gives a shit?
Exactly. I think one of the main things I ran a very similar list to GT with like it was Durin, Hearthguard, King's Champ, and a captain. But I think one of the big things I learned was like there's there's not a lot more deadly combos than an Iron Guard and a Hearthguard. Because that's 3 attacks, 2 at strength 4 and 1 at strength 4 burly. That combo is so fucked.
It's gonna kill some shit.
Yeah. Nathan's such a nice guy, and I hope he finally does like well with this because that list will absolutely exceed. But Nathan has the fuck in every game we've played.
Oh no.
Every game I play with Nathan, I'm like, come on, man, you can do it. Like, I'm cheering him on just to try and get him to roll anything but a 1 or 2.
Oh no.
Jane, go
I
buy
hate
the
that.
dude some new dice.
I will.
Man,
Oh, he
it's-
can take mine. They're freshly baked.
Yeah.
Freshly out of the oven. Yeah.
That's it. There's no
I
flight
think
test.
this list genuinely has a lot of potential because, like, you've
Yeah.
maxed warbands, you got some really good heroes, and you've got a lot of
Great
like
weapons.
solid defense.
Yeah. Great job, Nath.
Yeah, well done.
I
I'm
like
a big
this.
fan of it.
I want this to go well because I love Khazad-dûm as well. I think they're getting a
Big
bad
shout
rap
out to
lately.
Khazad-dûm, just in general. Recently,
Yeah.
has had a pretty major resurgence in Queensland.
They keep getting bad raps online, but I want them to do well. I really
Absolutely.
like them so much. But man, this is a good one.
Here we are.
Alrighty, we're getting there.
Oh,
Another Return of the King Legion.
Oh, this one's got riders
This one's
and
a
a
bit
herald.
spicier.
Interesting.
This one's a bit spicier.
I
It's
rate
also
the
going with a
herald.
banner.
Yeah, respect that. 40 points for a banner, though. Holy wow.
But yeah, Aragorn's a 6-inch banner though. For this
maybe
list.
It is.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, I mean you can, but it's
It's 12
600
points.
like. Oh, okay. Right.
Hmm.
I kind of rate the riders though.
Yeah, I'm there for the riders. I'm definitely there for the herald. I love a good herald of the dead. The
For
banner.
the king, like just to buff that
Yeah.
king is so good.
The
like,
banner
an extra
can go,
3
though.
essentially. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think the banner can go for some extra models. I think honestly.
Yeah, maybe even another horse.
Yeah, actually, that would be exactly another horse. 'Cause I think they're like 24 points for
Yep.
the cav.
Mhm.
Honestly, though, I think I would, if I was to do this, it'd be 2 horses, and then the banner goes, another horse goes, and then I just get 4 more models. I think out of that.
Yeah.
True.
But
Yeah.
it's still
Not
not
bad.
bad. I think
Not
this is more
Mhm.
interesting than the other one, just purely on having a little bit more play.
Who's,
Like, less
who's
models.
the leader in Return of the King? Is it the King of the Dead or Gorn?
I think it has to be gone. Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Gorn actually goes over to them and says, bow down. They're like, okay.
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
it'd be odd if it wasn't gone. I think it
It
has
would
to
be. It would be. Yeah.
Play some
No, solid list.
Ralph.
Yeah, I mean, it lets the king go nuts as well with an extra 3 might. Like that can be really spicy. And man, I want this list to go up against those great beasts of Golgoroth for sure.
Oh, God. Josh will be sweating.
Round 1, Army of the
So
Dead.
funny.
Round 2,
And
Army of
round
the Dead.
2. Round 3.
Oh man, that'd be so funny. But yeah, like I don't think there's much more we can say about that.
Yeah.
Solid.
Solid.
Oh, here's another weird Minas Tirith.
Oh, Madrigal. Why Madrigal?
Yeah.
I hate Madrigal so much.
I don't mind Madrigal. This is actually almost identical to fucking Matt's list. It's just got
Oh,
Madrigal
shit,
instead
it
of
is.
Eralas.
Yep.
It is
Yeah.
near on
Right.
identical. Holy shit.
Wow.
That's
okay.
mental. That is mental. There is almost
Do you know
not a
what?
single model different other than Madrigal.
As much as I hate Madrigal, and I really don't like the dude. In this, again, not a traditional Gondor list in my opinion. Going heavy on that fight 5, which is big. I can rate Madrigal in here. I'm not a big
He
fan
has-
of March either,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
you need to get an army like this up the fucking board.
Yeah,
So
he
I
has the
can rate Madrigal.
same. Yeah, he has the same. He fills the same void as Eralas. It's just that
Yeah.
3 points of March. The Eralas, I think, hits a little harder because he's fight 5, and then once he gets in there, he can actually do some damage. Whereas Madrigal doesn't do as much in combat, but
He shoots, doesn't he?
he shoots. Yeah.
He's also got the Maelstrom thing.
Yeah, he does. He has the +1,
That's helpful
-1
for this list.
Maelstrom, which can really help for sure. Especially this list, which I feel like wants to be together. So like having Madrigal for those Maelstrom scenarios could help. Could help a lot.
Yeah. Look, again, I do rate this list. Not how I would run Gondor, but I'm excited to see how it goes. And similar to Matt's Gondor, I want to know how this one goes.
Yeah, I think of the Gondor coming, I still think Ethan's probably. It's a more traditional Gondor, so I think it's more my style.
Mm.
And also like a bit more model count as well. Like these are both 24 and 25 models or something like that, which is.
And this is something like I want to touch on just in general with like the Queensland community and what I've experienced with the Australian community, somewhat at larger compared to say what I've heard of over in the UK and Germany and so on, where everyone's very, oh, this is the meta. We sit on this and we play this.
Yeah, yeah.
People are showing up. It's like, how can we play Gondor differently?
Yeah.
They do this.
What?
Like,
there's not a single fucking Suladan and Witch King to be found.
there is also that.
There's actually not a single Suladan, I think, at all in this whole tournament. Which, man,
no,
hell yeah,
it is
OP.
Does not make sense if you have a look at it from like a pure like a power gaming stance, right?
Needs to be nerfed.
Fountain Court are so cost efficient. Why would you not spam and try build a list around that concept of fight 5D7 bodyguard Gondorians? Like, it makes sense, to be completely honest.
Yeah, no, 100%.
I like it. I just like a bit more of a traditional Gondor, and also, I mean, Ingold. There's nothing I love more in this game than that boy.
See,
for whatever reason, I've never run him. I fucking love him so much, though.
I want to make a Gondor list that's similar to this, where you are basing everything around those Fountain Court Guard. My traditional Gondor does have about 10 Fountain Court Guard in the list, but I want to try this, similar to this, but with a bolt thrower.
But I knew it was coming because I was just about to say, get the bolt thrower, leave him at home, and try on Gondor. But no,
also,
not in there.
If at 600 points, maybe not. I'd be looking more 800 points. This exact list, minus Magil and the Rangers, you bring in Ingold, some extra Fountain Court Guard, maybe depending on how the points line up, and bolt thrower, swift reload, and you just sit there.
Yeah, but this list wants to be in the face. You just talked about how much this list needs to be in the face, and you're like, I'm going to sit at the back, actually.
But I can do it differently. I can sit at the back.
That's such a Sean thing to do.
It's
such a Sean thing.
Hang on, let me
defensive gameplay is how I play.
Come to me. I don't want to move. I don't want to go around the other side of the table.
It's like I'm a lazy gamer, bro. I sit down in a chair. I roll dice.
Oh, fucking
you roll my dice.
That's the most I've seen you move.
It's
like, you're moving? Oh my god, hold me.
Oh my god, hold the phone.
Yeah.
All right.
It's why I'm fat, because I sit at tables.
I just really appreciate that, like, these two Gondors are like so fucking similar, but they're so different to how you'd normally run Gondor. I just find it so funny that they're both at this 24-person event. It's so weird.
I'm a big fan.
Good stuff. All right, moving on. Another Mordor.
Saxon.
A very different. Saxon's come out with, I got some Blackguarded Barad-dûr and I really want to run some Blackguarded Barad-dûr.
and
holy shit!
Swap the shield for a banner Blackguard Barad-dûr. Oh my days. That
is
so expensive, bro. Put him on a
37 points for 2 Blackguard banners.
He's got
Blackguard
2.
Captain.
He's got 2. Look, this was like literally like from what I know of this list, this was literally Saxon. Quite literally what I said. He got some Blackguarded Barad-dûr and he wanted to run some Blackguarded Barad-dûr.
I respect it.
It's not the best list. Don't think it's very
reliable.
It's great, but
it'll look cool.
Do you know what it
is? It looks sick. Yeah.
It is a traditional Saxon list.
Yeah.
And he will lose all of his games and then complain.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
I like
the mouth. The mouth supporting Shagrat. That's a good time. I think that's genuinely gonna have some good play there.
Yeah.
I think the only thing I think we mentioned it when he put this in the chat. We were like, what if you just swap the mouth for a wraith? He's like, I don't have a wraith. I'm like, oh, okay. Because I think that's one of the few things that change is like maybe one less banner and swap the mouth for a wraith. Because
do you know what I would rate? Drop both them banners. drop the mouth, and bring in the Dark Marshal.
Oh,
Amen. 100%.
yeah, probably.
But
Because
once again,
the
lack of
Blackguard captain
models,
actually.
we get it.
Yeah, the Blackguard captain actually gets his bonus of the fucking courage buff, which is quite nice.
Courage 6 or some shit.
Yeah,
It's pretty
courage
good.
6 is pretty fucking good for an orc. But yeah, look, I think it has the potential to do some serious damage, but definitely not optimized. That's for fucking sure.
But that's our Saxon, and we love him for it.
Exactly. All right, moving on.
Sean O'Day. There's a third Sean.
Yep, there is
Double barrel.
So many
It's
fucking
Barry
things.
White and Betty White.
Okay,
Let's go.
This is
Riders, man.
This falls into quite a lot of traps, I think, for like a newer player. I look at this list and I see a newer player, unfortunately. He doesn't have any extra will on the Witch King, for starters. I don't understand that at all. I double checked.
He's put the Morgul Blade on it.
He's put the Morgul Blade on it, but he's gone for an Armored Fell Beast.
Oh, I was really excited about this. I like this list a lot. I ran a very similar thing. I had 15 Wag Riders and a Fell Beast. And Gulliver, and just kind of went.
Yeah, and it's not bad.
But so many points.
Yeah, that is a good like 200 odd points on a model that's not sticking around, unfortunately.
Even if he literally the Morgul Blade and the armor on the Fell Beast and just put that into will, I'm happy.
Yeah, exactly.
100%.
That's it.
The list from the 10 Wag Riders down, phenomenal. Great list.
Yeah. He could have gotten 5 will, instead he's gotten a Morgul Blade and an Armored Fell Beast.
It's so close to being amazing.
Yeah. So close, and I appreciate this, and I really am excited to see how you do, because I love the list, apart from the fact that you ran a fucking blade with an Armored Fell Beast.
Yeah, look, man, I know it. Like it feels like it's a newer player, because an Armored Fell Beast is quite literally the worst points in the game, I think.
How many points is it for an Armored Fell Beast? Like
20 points for an Armored Fell Beast to get 1 extra defense.
Yep.
What, and D7, is it?
D7, which is just
D6
not even
to D7. Don't pay.
It's not a good defense. Like D7's fine if you've already got it, but upgrading to D7 for 20 points. Nah.
Yeah.
Bad.
Right.
I'm sorry, dude.
Let's move on before Jay has a fucking meltdown.
No. I wish you all the luck. You've done everything else right. That's the thing. You've done so much right, but it's just.
I love the rest of it. That's the problem. I love the rest of it.
Yeah, exactly.
He's 95% of the way there to this being a top tier list.
Yeah.
Take one banner, ditch the armor, ditch the blade, up the might, up the will.
Sorry. Oh, there's no banners. Oh no, there is. Okay, no, there's 2. Sorry.
There's 2. And then if you're going down the rabbit hole of 10 wargs, then go down it hard, bro. Like
yeah. No, I think drop a banner, drop the armor. Go a captain, absolutely. Yeah.
Anyway,
but the two whites can do some serious work. I think like the Witch King...
There's nothing to hold them there, bro. There's what, like
that's it.
What, 3, 6, 20 dudes just chilling?
Yeah, not much. And like I think the Witch King, like if the Witch King's not spending any will at all on spells, the Witch King just can't cast spells. It's the Barrow Whites that are gonna have to do the work there. Yeah.
Alright.
Anyway.
We're going on to my new army.
The last one. It's the last hurrah of
Still
Sean's...
not the only Sean.
It's the last hurrah of Kirkby's Arnor. I really appreciate that the fact that Sean's gone, okay, I'm going to play my Arnor for the last time before I sell it off. And then there's 2 Angmar that have turned up. I really hope he versus an Angmar. It could be huge.
And a big shout out to the one Hobbit Arch with a Warhorn, lovingly known as Tim the Hobbit Ballista. That dude is yoked and will kill everything. He is amazing.
That's not part of the sale, unfortunately. Jay's not getting Tim the Hobbit Ballista.
No.
That's okay. I'm 42 actually. These two bottom shelves are full of hobbits.
But it's not Tim, Jay. It's not Tim the Hobbit Ballista.
Yeah,
but hey, look, this is Angmar list. Arnor list. Sorry. Yeah, this is the Arnor list. You can't really say too much about it. It's solid.
Fury.
5-Up Fury is so good.
Kirkby knows what he's doing with this list, and with Kirkby's rolling, which is powered by Sky Daddy, he's gonna do very well.
The amount of times I've seen that dude like roll like 3 5-ups and just be like, "Oh, you're heroic combat?" No, I fucking hate it so much. Oh my god, his rolling is cooked.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's got 41 models at fight 4 D6, 5-up saves. Fucking what's that? Like 12 bow shots? 11? No, sorry, 13 bow shots. He's also got the fucking the Warhorn as well.
Yeah, very good.
It's good.
It's very good. It's a Kirkby list. It's good.
It's classic Kirkby. It is like pre Noobs Kirkby. This is what he'd run all the fucking time. And I'm excited to see it one last time. He might rebuild it, but yeah, it'll be interesting. I do love Arnold.
Proper metal models.
Yeah. Oh, it won't be. No, he is not getting that again. No. Last hurrah for OG Arnold, and hopefully it actually versus some Angmar. That'd be nice.
Anyway,
If not,
shall we?
That's it.
Get going, boys.
Yeah.
Let's do a little. Do we want to do a little recap? What's our favorite list? What's your favorite list, real quick?
I've got to say, Matt, the Gilgalad. The Gilgalad.
It's mine as well.
So much potential to split, play together. If he plays it well, he'll do really well. And it came out of nowhere, and I'm like, this is hot. This is hot.
Man's put some thought into his list. Absolutely.
Yeah. That's very fair. I think mine's got to go to Elias though. That Kraken. Yeah, please.
Oh yeah,
please.
Do like it as a fun list? It's that. As a competitive list, I'm there for Matt W's.
Shit. Oh yeah.
All right, boys. Well, we'll catch you later.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Thanks for coming on.
No worries.
Thanks for joining, Jay. And thanks for watching. That
was cute.
So there's a bit of a quick exit, but thanks for joining, and we'll catch you all next time.
Ciao, bye.
We'll see you.